charismatic movement in the Protestant world has a lot of various aspects to it. A lot of it is bound up primarily with a lot of emotionalism and various psychological or emotional states or highs.
Put your hand on your head like that. Bald spots, I call you gone. Hair grow. Hair grow.
It's hard to gauge if any of these things are legitimate, We know that a lot of them are definitely not legitimate, and Father Seraphim has a great work in Orthodoxy and the Religion of the Future on the charismatic revival itself and speaking in tongues and various things that we've seen now all over the place in YouTube videos of people falling over or laughing crazy or jumping up and down or barking like dogs even, or holy laughter, all of these kinds of things that are very questionable, what they teach as gifts of the Spirit, But we do not see St. Paul acting this way when Christ appeared to him on the road of Damascus. We don't see our saints acting this way. We don't see St. Stephen when he is stoned. We don't see him acting this way when he sees Christ in the clouds, right? We have to gauge these experiences outside of the church and judge them by the way that our saints truly experience Christ himself. It is very apparent when one looks at the charismatic revival and the charismatic movement that the quote-unquote experiences of the Holy Spirit are very, very different than how the Orthodox saints experience Christ. It's very easy for the devil to deceive by various miracles and appearances, and one can fall very, very easily into prelist, which is like a delusion, it's a demonic delusion, right? And thinking that we have some kind of spiritual height that we actually don't. Unfortunately, because Protestantism has lost its traditions of asceticism and things like that, its discernment has also gone out the window with their asceticism, because there's no checks and balances. There's no checks and balances with holy tradition, and there's no checks and balances with the ascetical practice of the church. And so what is a true experience of God? This becomes a question, right? And a true experience of God in a charismatic church and a true experience of God in a Lutheran church, though both Protestant, are very drastically different from one another. So there has to be a litmus test. And for us in the church, the litmus test is the experience of the saints and how they experience Christ.